Hello there, and welcome to the channel. My name is Chris, and this is my first YouTube video ever. Congratulations, well done me. For those of you wondering what the channel is going to be about, the name of the channel is How to Hold a Crocodile. Interesting. Not necessarily the most sensible or most practical thing to do in the United Kingdom. However, do not despair. The title is a reference not to necessarily to a toothed reptile of sorts. It is in fact a reference to a 1980s reference manual, coincidentally titled How to Hold a Crocodile. Now, this book has been in my family for about 30 years now. I remember getting it one Christmas when I think I was about 6, so yeah, that would make it about 30 years old. And actual fact, a quick glance at the details of the front, it does indicate that the book was first published in 1981, which makes it almost 40 years old. The general pretense is it's a reference manual in how to do pretty much anything. Now, as strange as that sounds, it is actually pretty much accurate. This book lists off the bizarre and also the completely obscure tasks which you might or might not need to get through in life at some point or another. It's the kind of book that Bear Grylls probably wouldn't write, but might take reference from in case he was bored of his own ramblings. So, about the book. Here it is. It's A4 sized. It's a hardback. It's got a bit of heft to it. It's about 200 pages long. Gorgeously illustrated, all in black and white. There you go. Some examples there. Each page has sort of different diagrams, different explanations of varying complexity and intrigue, but as you can see, all pretty much hand illustrated. The copy that I have is a little bit faded on the pages, but then you know you'd expect that from a book that's coming up almost 40 years old. It started to develop that old book smell, that sort of musty smell that you sort of only ever get from sort of people that wear Old Spice or your grandmother's house. You know, that sort of earthy, not damp, but sort of warm smell, sort of comforting, but also concerning at the same time. But that sort of smell that only books can generate. It's by a company called Treasure Press, and is put together and edited by the Diagram Group. As far as I'm aware, the book is still in print. I think you can still buy it on Amazon, or if not that, eBay. As I said, my book is from the 80s. I think that's sort of the classic, maybe first edition design. It's not a first edition. I think I did a quick look up to see how much it'd be worth, and it's worth about 17p on the second-hand market, so not particularly expensive. We kept this book for a very long time in our bathroom. My family decided that it was the perfect bathroom book, and that in the morning, while you were doing your business, shall we say, that you would be able to learn how to make dandelion wine, or classify boxes into heavyweight, lightweight and felterweight. Well, of course, naturally, why wouldn't you? That's what everybody does in the morning, isn't it? So yeah, so it stayed in the bathroom, even though it was given to me, for quite a few years before it was boxed up and almost forgotten about. It was only because we were going through the attic in our new house that we moved into a couple of years ago that we found it, and I thought, we can give this book a little bit of a better chance. Certainly didn't do anything with it, but it's going to get a new lease of life, and I hope that we're going to do it justice. So yeah, maybe make it a little bit better than just a bathroom book, bring it to life a bit more in ways that the authors probably never imagined or even contemplated could happen. But hopefully we're going to get some good use out of this. So I mentioned earlier that this book is full of references on how to do obscure and bizarre tasks. And for example, it jumps quite quickly from sometimes semi-practical. For instance, on page 75, it very clearly states how to use chopsticks. You might find that quite useful in your own roundabout way if you're ever in China or Asia or Chinatown or Bracknell on a Saturday night, and you need to know how to use chopsticks for your local Chinese or Asian takeaway. Practical, sensible, straightforward. You might say that that was actually a genuinely useful thing to know. However, things do change quite quickly. For instance, on the very next page, page 76, listed at the edge of the page is how to teach a bear to dance. Yeah, I'll leave you with that one. So that really brings me now to the purpose of this channel and what it's going to be about. So, about a week ago, I was lying awake about 3 o'clock in the morning, as you do, and I don't know about you, but that's when sometimes some of these fantastical ideas just pop into your brain and they settle in there and take root as seeds of stupendously stupid ideas. And this one was no exception. I thought it would be a good idea to somehow use this information that this author has put down in this book in a way to try and make the advice given a reality. Yeah. So here I am, attempting to do just that. I am going to give it a go and pick out random different references and different advice each video and try and bring those to fruition and completion based on the advice given in this book. I really don't want to teach a bear to dance. I just don't. I don't think I can. I don't have an accordion. So there you have it. There is the premise, the method, and more than likely my own execution through stupidity, all rolled into about 5 minutes. That's what this channel hopefully will all be about. I hope it is entertaining, I hope it is informative, and I hope it's just a little bit different to what is currently out there. Apologies already for the very, very low production values of this. I am learning as I go. I have never done this before. I am not media minded, I am not scientifically minded, nor engineering minded, or in any way practical. My background is in history. I am mostly comfortable sat in a library looking at books and blowing dust off of scrolls. Basically, dust is my friend. So this is way outside of my comfort zone. So if you enjoy seeing somebody like myself make a complete arse of themselves on the internet in front of billions of people, please let me know. I am more than happy to answer any comments that you might have and also take suggestions. Likewise, if you have already read the book or you own the book, please let me know, and that would be marvellous. So yeah, I am learning, so please be patient. Hopefully things will get better. If you could see the setup I've got now, anybody who has any experience with YouTube would probably laugh their arse off. Yeah, I am literally balancing my camera on a pencil case and an iPhone box. I would turn it around, but I'm just afraid that my entire setup will just collapse. And it will, trust me, it will. So if you like what you hear and you want to join me on this journey, please subscribe, and I look forward to getting the first video out very soon. Thank you for your time, and yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all very soon.